Get ready for a massive news blast. Dana White is blown away by an incredible UFC finish. Alexa Grasso just delivered a performance that has the UFC president speechless, calling it one of the greatest finishes in the sport's history. And that's not all. Jon Jones is talking about a shocking career move that has everyone talking, hinting at a potential departure from his usual path. Plus, we've got the inside scoop from UFC Seattle, where Maycee Barber is speaking out for the first time after a terrifying knockout that left fans stunned. What really happened after that scary moment? And in a move that set the internet ablaze, UFC boss Dana White tells fans to shut the K up about AI ads and just watch the fights. We break down his controversial comments and what it means for the future of fight promotions. Stick around, you don't want to miss this.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Dana White stunned by Alexa Grasso's UFC Seattle masterpiece. UFC president Dana White is still reeling from Alexa Grasso's electrifying performance against Maycee Barber at UFC Seattle, declaring it one of the greatest finishes in the sport's history. This spectacular victory came after Grasso, a former flyweight champion, found herself on a two-fight losing streak. In the co-main event at UFC Seattle, Grasso faced Barber, who had been on an impressive 7-fight win streak. The fight was a display of Grasso's evolved skill set. After landing a powerful punch that sent Barber to the canvas, Grasso seamlessly transitioned to a rear-naked choke, securing a submission victory. The sheer dominance and visual impact of the finish left White and the entire MMA community in awe, especially considering Barber was rendered unconscious by the initial strike before the choke was applied. Grasso herself expressed her satisfaction, highlighting the hard work in training camp. "I trained so well this fight camp. It was very, very tough. It was very hard. I wanted to get the finish. Of course, my jiu-jitsu game was the first point I wanted. I wanted to finish her. But of course my boxing is always there, and I'm super glad it worked." This win not only revitalizes Grasso's career, but also reminds everyone of her championship pedigree. Fans have been buzzing online, debating where this finish ranks among the all-time great MMA knockouts and submissions. The victory is a massive turning point for Grasso, proving she's still a top contender in the stacked flyweight division. Will this incredible finish propel Alexa Grasso back to the top? And what controversial comments did Dana White make about AI ads? Maycee Barber breaks her silence after terrifying UFC Seattle KO. Top-ranked flyweight contender Maycee Barber has shared her first public statement following her harrowing knockout loss to Alexa Grasso at UFC Seattle. The fight, which was the co-main event, saw Grasso deliver a stunning performance, culminating in a submission victory that left Barber unconscious on the mat for a significant period. Barber, who was riding a 7-fight win streak and was considered a strong contender for a title shot, found herself on the wrong end of a brutal combination. After being dropped by a precise 1-2 punch, Grasso quickly secured a rear-naked choke. The finish was so decisive that Barber remained unresponsive for an extended time, prompting widespread concern from fans and analysts alike. However, Barber took to Instagram to reassure her supporters, stating, "God is good all of the time. No place else I would have rather been last night, even though I don't remember much. This is just another piece of the story. Thank you to the UFC for the opportunity, and congratulations, Alexa Grasso. Sparkles medium light, love you all, I will be back." This loss is a significant setback for Barber, who has previously overcome adversity in her career, including 2 losses early in her UFC tenure. Her journey back to contention will be closely watched by the MMA world, especially after this frightening encounter. The UFC community is rallying behind the future as she recovers and prepares for her next chapter. From scary knockouts to political statements, the UFC is never short on drama. Next, we dive into a former fighter's warning about mixing politics with the fight game. Bernie Bro turned UFC fighter warns, leave politics out or face career ruin. Former UFC contender Kevin Lee is issuing a stark warning to current fighters. Steer clear of political entanglements or risk career stagnation, just as he believes he did. Lee, who once fought for an interim lightweight title, claims his outspoken support for Bernie Sanders led to him being sidelined and overlooked by the promotion. Lee, 33, pointed to his own career trajectory as a cautionary tale. He contrasted his own subdued final UFC fight, which he says was relegated to the prelims of an empty Apex card during COVID-19, with the celebratory send-off given to Michael Chiesa, whom Lee had previously defeated. After I won my fight at MSG in 2019, they told me Trump wanted to meet. I snuck into the crowd and left the building. Then I met with Bernie Sanders a week later and did a whole speech for him. At that point, I was dead in the water. I was told this, Lee stated on social media. He believes this political stance directly impacted his standing within the UFC, advising young athletes, leave that politics sh*t alone and don't f*ck with the church's money. Lee's comments have ignited a debate among fans and fighters about the role of politics in professional sports and whether athletes can openly express their political views without professional repercussions. Many are discussing whether Lee's experience is unique or a common thread for athletes who engage in political activism. Politics aside, the UFC boss himself is making headlines with some explosive comments. We're talking about Dana White telling fans to shut the f***k up about AI ads. Dana White tells fans to shut the f***k up about AI ads. UFC President Dana White has issued a blunt and aggressive response to criticism regarding the promotion's use of AI-generated promotional images, telling fans to shut the fuck up and watch the fights. During the lead-up to UFC Fight Night 271 in Seattle, several fans noticed promotional images that appeared to be created with AI tools. This sparked backlash online, with many arguing that a multi-billion-dollar organization like the UFC should invest in human artists rather than relying on what some critics called AI slop. When questioned about the negative fan reaction, White became visibly frustrated. "Give me a fucking break," he retorted. AI is coming, and if we're using AI, who gives a shit? People are upset and we should use artists? How about this? Shut the fuck up and watch the fights. White's unapologetic stance has been interpreted by many as a candid, albeit abrasive, admission of how major corporations often prioritize cost-cutting and efficiency over traditional creative roles. The comments have fueled a wider discussion about the increasing integration of AI in creative industries and the potential impact on jobs and artistic integrity. While some find his directness refreshing, others are critical of his dismissive attitude towards fan feedback and artistic concerns. From Dana White's rants to incredible fight finishes, it's been a wild ride. Don't go anywhere, we've got a full recap and your chance to weigh in coming up. And that's a wrap on another action-packed news update. We saw Alexa Grasso deliver a career-defining finish, Maycee Barber share her recovery, Kevin Lee warn fighters about politics, and Dana White tell fans to just watch the fights. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more exclusive content, ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and drop a comment below telling us your biggest takeaway. Follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes action.